We talk a lot on this show about taking back your power, and our next guest is trying hard to turn tragedy into triumph. She's using her pain to pay it forward, and this is the literal wake-up call no one ever wants to get.
Last year, Hurricane Laura came ashore in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and it was the most powerful storm to hit the Gulf Coast in 150 years. It knocked over trees, wiped out homes. It pretty much destroyed the town. And I remember getting on social media asking people to pray for my family because I've got my cousin Kim, her husband Chris, my beloved Aunt Rosa, her husband Charles, and then my father's brother Clyde handy. And so they stocked up on supplies and groceries. They had water, they had the generator, they boarded up, and they were ready, and they thought that they would be safe. And then the storm hit, and it blew through the town. Once they could get cell phone connection, they called everybody and said, "We are fine, we are safe." So my Uncle Clyde called to check on his sister, my Aunt Rosa. They told him, "Hey, we've got a generator, we've got food. Come over here and spend the night with us." My uncle went to their house because they had the generator, and they put it in the garage, which was attached to the house. And I went to bed that night feeling good. But then in the middle of the night, I felt something shock my body. And I woke up my husband and I said, "Somebody's died." It was devastating. The Lake Charles Police Department and the Lake Charles Fire Department held a joint news conference and announced that we lost 5 family members, 2 generations of our family in one night. It was carbon monoxide poisoning from the generator that was in the garage in their home. It was a tremendous sense of loss for our family. This is not something that you expect to happen to you. 5 family members all at one time from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Sheletta joins us now from her home in Minnesota. You know, this was particularly devastating to you because you and your aunt were especially close.
She was like a second mother to me. You know, when I graduated from college, she allowed me to come and live with her. And she was the first African-American female supervisor for the United States Postal Service in the state of Louisiana. She was a community servant. She was an activist. She was a contributor. She made her community better. She took care of her family and everybody else's. And so she really taught me how to be a strong Black woman in America.
I love that. And you know, she's not here with you physically, but she's still helping to guide you because after she passed away, you heard her voice clear as day telling you something that changed the trajectory of your life.
Her spirit just came to me and she said, "Don't go down there and grieve. Go down there and give, make a difference." And I did some research and realized that 430 people die every year of carbon monoxide poisoning. You know, and that doesn't sound like a huge number, but if it's preventable, 1 is too many. And, you know, 500,000 people visit, according to the CDC, they visit emergency rooms across the country every year from almost dying from carbon monoxide poisoning. And I thought, I got to do something, not just to educate myself, but everyone else about the dangers of this deadly disease.
Well, Sheletta, you basically became a mini expert on the severity and the sneakiness. It's because it's very sneaky. The sneakiness of carbon monoxide poisoning. What do people need to know about carbon monoxide poisoning?
Carbon monoxide poisoning, there is nothing you can smell. There's nothing that's going to scratch your throat. You're not going to see anything. You can be in your house and a gas valve on your hot water heater malfunction. Or you can be using a generator to power your cabin or your fish house and it malfunctions. And then all of a sudden, you're gone. It is odorless, it is colorless, it is tasteless. It sneaks up on you out of nowhere. And before you know it, it's too late.